Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance. And we have a closet that has two bifold doors, so the doors meet in the center, okay? And we wanted to be able to lock that closet. So I was just doing a Google search and I found your lock and I saw the video, but I'm still having trouble understanding. Like you have on one of the links you sent me this Amazon door, but that's just on Amazon. There's one bifold door, or I don't know if it's two. Anyway, I can't tell if it goes between the doors or along the top of the track or what. If you could explain to me where the lock goes when you're locking the doors.
Yeah, so you're talking about a PB1064, and that's a lock that's used for bifolding doors. So first of all, I didn't send you anything that was Corey, but mechanical hardware is one of my area of expertises. If you click on the installation instructions that he sent, you'll see clearly where the lock is intended to be installed, and it's installed where you would put a normal doorknob.
Okay, so I have two links. Let me just see.
Hold on.
Yeah.
If it was a doorknob, you would install it where a normal doorknob would go, not where you would put a knob on a bifold door. So of the two links, it would be the first of the two.
Okay, let me just take a look, because I looked and I saw the instructions.
Look at step one.
So 10-6, I am. So you make a hole where the doorknob would be.
If it was a swinging door, not where a cabinet or a bifold knob would go in the hinged style of two panels. This would go if it was a swinging door where a normal knob would go.
Right. No, so I see the picture, and then it shows something overlapping, right? So I guess I was confused because the door, of course, doesn't overlap. They meet. When you look at step one, right, and it says pilot hole. So I understand that you would make a hole right where the doorknob would go, but then what's these two rectangles that overlap?
Yeah, that is really a reference to like what would be used if it was like sliding, and that those shapes that are overlapping, those rectangular shapes overlapping, they do not apply to a bifold whatsoever.
Okay, so that helps me understand why I couldn't understand it. So closet.
And what would most apply would be step 5. No matter what, step 5 is what you would be looking at.
Okay, step 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what I'm looking at is this little hook that catches on the mortise of the other side. Okay. All right, so that looks like it would work for me because it's two bifold doors that meet in the middle, right?
So you have a total of 4 panels?
It's 4 panels, correct.
Yeah. So yours would absolutely look like the lower right-hand corner, the right side of step 5. And one part would be on the leading edge of the left side and the leading edge of the right side. Let's say you were 6 foot wide or 4 foot wide, more likely. If you went to the middle of that opening at 2 foot is where that all would be installed.
Okay. So this looks fine, and I'm assuming by looking at this picture on the right side of 5 that I'm looking at the inside part of the lock, and on the outside part I would just see just the cylinder and the cylinder and whatever holds the cylinder in place, right?
Yeah, you're right. Step 5 is showing you would have to be standing on the inside of the closet to see that.
Exactly, to see that. I get that.
Yeah.
And now,
the only thing you'd see on the outside is the thimble ring if you installed it, which you likely would, and then the face of the cylinder.
Which is fine, which is perfect. So now, I had looked other places, and they said it's really important to know the thickness of your door, blah, blah, blah. So if I'm going to order, how do I order? Because I'm a little blown away.
Add the cart and you're off to the races.
No, but it's got like the 20S series, the 30S series, the 50S, 50A. So how do I know which one I'm supposed to get?
Aren't you ordering just a PB1064?
I am, but PB1064, and then it has dash all these other things.
Yeah, but what are all those other things?
So, okay, so when you, okay, so I looked at the PB1064-2060A bifold door lock, nickel key to like. I don't know what that means. I guess, what does that mean, key to like, as opposed to key differently?
Yeah, great question. So let's say that you had two doors. You could buy the key to like if you wanted both of the two openings. If you wanted them both to be key to like, meaning they would take the same key. But if you wanted it specifically keyed different, those two openings, you would order them the one that did not have A at the end.
Okay, so I want the key to like. Now, does the size of the door or the thickness of a door make a difference?
Yes.
Yes, because I read that somewhere that you need to know the thickness of your door. So I can measure that. But my guess is it's probably 1 3/8 inches. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not home, so I have to go and check. But
that'd be a very good, accurate guess, because it most likely is.
When I knowing the thickness of the door, okay, this lock, I see it hits a fairly large range of 3/4 inch to 1 3/8 inch. That's fine. I'm sure my door thickness falls in there. So
yeah, you can also install that on 1 3/4. But the cylinder is recessed a little bit, and some people, like 1 out of 100, take exception to that. And I'm happy to take the $300 order, for the alternative item that won't do that.
No, I don't care. I mean, this is a closet door in my room that just, my husband's got some money in it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you want a key on it. That's all.
We're not going crazy. But what I wanted to know was, so when I go to order, I just order PB1064-2060A once I measure my door, which I will. But when I look at the page that I'm looking at, it's in a grid, and it's got this list.
Oh, the stuff down below?
Yeah, it's a grid.
Yeah, the table. Yeah, ignore all that. What is actually happening there, those are track hangers, pivots, aligners, where they, everything else that you already have.
Okay, fine. That's what I thought, but I was getting confused when I looked, and I was like, okay. All right, so I can just order this one lock once I go home and review it, correct?
Yeah.
And how much is this lock? Can you tell? Because I don't see the price.
$32 and change.
Yeah, I see. Okay, so you have helped me tremendously. I appreciate it. I'm going to get 2 of them probably, but I'm going to go home and double check and measure the thickness of my door before I do anything else.
Right on. Awesome.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for speaking with me. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for taking the time to call.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.